Hi everyone, I'm here today with another review. This time it is on Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. This book is about a woman who's getting married. She's marrying Maxim de Winter, who's really handsome. He's a widower and he lives in a big house. Also, then she realizes that there was a previous wife called Rebecca, and that she's sort of following her everywhere. Not literally, but I gave this book 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. Sometimes I felt like this book should have been shorter. But first I'm going to go into non-spoilery review, and then I'll go a bit into spoilers. The plot is really interesting. It's not really gothic. I wouldn't explain it as gothic at all. There are a couple of twists in the plot which I did not expect coming, and also considering this book is written in the 20th century, it was interesting to see the differences. I mean, changes compared to the 19th century, how the relationship was back then and how they are in the 21st century. So the 20th century was somewhere in the middle. Some of the rules were already gone, like relationship got a bit closer and things like that, but not quite as free as they are now in the 21st century. I found it interesting. It's a slow going book. It's not action packed. It really is a slow going book, but it didn't really put me off because I was enjoying it. Now let's talk about the main character. We don't even see her name in the book. We don't know her name. She's very shy, as she sees herself, very inexperienced. She's very clumsy and feels guilty all the time when she does something wrong. She hates it, she struggles with it a lot, and she's like, there was a phrase, tortured by shyness. That's what she describes about herself. In the beginning of the book, I felt sympathy for the main character. Then it started changing a little bit. Also, when she hears someone laughing or talking about something, when she can't hear it, she thinks that they talk about her, and they're saying something bad about her, even though she doesn't really know that. She just thinks so. We would also find her imagining future things a lot in the book, like she's pretending what will happen in details. That was on one hand interesting because in her imagination sometimes she was different, and yeah, it just gave us more about the main character. She also really wanted to change and she wanted everyone to love her. Also, she lives in a smaller room in a different part of the house, and she feels a bit strange about it because his previous wife and Maxim lived in a completely different part of the house, which was bigger, and the view from their bedroom was to the sea, whilst hers on the rose garden, I think. She feels really uncomfortable about it, and everyone expects her to make the things that Rebecca did, even like changing the menu for the day, running the house in general, replying to correspondence and things like that. The main character doesn't really feel like she can do it because she feels like on the second place, and she doesn't feel confident about anything. She doesn't feel like she belongs to this place. She doesn't feel like she's another Mrs. de Winter, because when everyone says Mrs. de Winter, in her mind it's not really her, it's Rebecca. And she sometimes makes a fool of herself in front of the servants. Very, very strange situations. Once she broke something really expensive and she hid that fact, she just hid the thing that she broke somewhere in the drawer, and then it turned out that the servants tried to find it. Someone blamed another one, and they came to Maxim to told him about it. And then when servants were gone, the main character told him that it was her who broke it, and she felt really stupid because she had to tell them about it afterwards, not just straight away when they asked where the thing has gone. And she felt really, really stupid of herself. Also, speaking about Rebecca's things and what the main character did, she didn't even try to change anything in the house, like, I'm a new Mrs. de Winter, now it will be by my rules or something like that. She didn't even try to change anything. she just went on with it like it was before. She was doing the things that Rebecca did, like everyone expected her. So everyone would tell her that Rebecca was beautiful, really confident, really outgoing, sociable, nice, witty, things like that. She was just the perfect woman in everyone's mind. Everyone loves her. And we as readers already love Rebecca from the first pages of this book when she's only mentioned because of how she's described. We love her. We see her as a perfect, beautiful woman, like a perfect wife who always does things for the house. She runs the house, she makes it beautiful, she puts flowers when she wants to, she makes the house prettier. And that's understandable why the main character feels like on the second place, like she's nothing compared to Rebecca. And she almost wants to be like her. She sees her everywhere and she thinks that Maxim always thinks about Rebecca and that he compares her, his new wife, to her. So overall, I really enjoyed this book. I gave this book 4 stars. It was really interesting. Now I want to continue on with Daphne du Maurier's works. Now I'm going to jump a little bit into spoilers. Even though the main character realized that Maxim didn't really love her as she thought, it's like she didn't really care about it. She would go on with things, she would still love him, nothing would change. She didn't even feel too sad about it. I found it a little bit weird. It was funny at one point when she thought that he was thinking about Rebecca, but then she asked him a couple of days later or something like that what he was thinking about, and he said that he was thinking about cricket. I found it funny. The big twist in the plot is when Maxim kills Rebecca. I was so shocked. I did not see that coming. I didn't think he would hate her. I was so shocked to find out the truth about her, that she told him that she did some bad things. They are not really described, but you kind of get them. At first I was like, why did he kill her? Is he mad? But then when it goes further in details, what Rebecca was like, how he hated her, the things that she did, I understood. And I was really, really shocked because Rebecca is a horrible woman. She's a horrible woman. But at the same time, you don't start hating her. You keep not admiring her, but not really respecting her, but it's still an interesting, a strong character. You still enjoy reading about her. You still want to know more about her, why she was like that. So she's a really, really interesting character. She's much more interesting as a character than the main character. Her image was really vivid all the time because of how everyone portrays her and stuff like that. The main character was like a shadow, more like a quiet person, once Rebecca was this huge thing, even though she's dead now. And also I found it weird when Maxim suddenly tells the main character that he loves her. That has never been shown before, and I don't really believe him that he loves her. And now I'm just going to read you the passage from the book. You thought I killed her loving her. I hated her, I tell you. Our marriage was a farce from the very first. She was vicious, damnable, rotten through and through. We never loved each other, never had one moment of happiness together. Rebecca was incapable of love, of tenderness, of decency. She was not even normal. She was clever, of course, damnably clever. No one would guess meeting her that she was not the kindest, most generous, most gifted person in the world. She knew exactly what to say to different people, how to match her mood to theirs. Had she met you, she would have walked off into the garden with you, arm in arm, calling to Jasper, chatting about flowers, music, painting, whatever she knew to be your particular hobby, and she would have been taken in like the rest. You would have sat at her feet and worshipped her. When I married her, I was told I was the luckiest man in the world. She was so lovely, so accomplished, so amusing. Even Gran, the most difficult person to please in those days, adored her from the first. Then I skipped the passage. There was something about her eyes. But all the time I had a seed of doubt at the back of my mind. There was something about her eyes. And then he just describes how weird she is, how weird things she did in her life and stuff like that. Oh my god, that was unexpected. And since I read the passage when he killed her, I was hooked more. And also I think Maxim is really lucky that things went the way they went. He was saved when they found her body. The main character thought it would be the end for him, but he got lucky, almost lucky considering his house was burned. But at least he was free from all the accusations and he saved his own life. And I was really shocked because Rebecca, she told him like she's pregnant from someone else, but in fact she wanted him to kill her because she had cancer. That's a horrible thing to do, but she wanted him to kill her. That's why she said so mean things to him. She knew he would kill her, and she never wanted to die in pain or slowly or being old. So it's like a cunning plan for her. And Rebecca is a really strong character, and she's still in your mind. You still want to know more about her, even though she's so horrible and stuff like that. But she is a very, very interesting character anyway. That was my review of Rebecca, and if you read this book, please let me know in the comments below what you thought of this book. Thank you for watching. Bye!